Okay, so let's jump right in to the first game. We're going to be taking a look again at the game Omno. It's by the indie developer Inky Fox. Boot it up. We'll move over. Studio Inky Fox. Ooh, it's a bit loud. So sorry. Hold on. Oh god, I'm gonna butcher that name. I'm so sorry, but thank you so much for the follow, Lufui. I'm so sorry. Forgot they don't have any audio settings in game, so I'm gonna have to turn it down on Streamlabs. Alright, so you should be able to hear that okay. Let me know if you cannot. We have another minute left on the pins, so if you want to get in on those pins, so far 3 people are entered to win those pins. And for some reason, my controller isn't being recognized. Hello? Are we connected? Is it connected? Very good. Ah, we are connected. Fantastic. Ingus with the 5. Thank you so much, Ingus. Appreciate it, buddy. Ingus, you were also entered for a chance. This doesn't live update, so I'll have to refresh it like every time, which is stinky. That's fine. Ingus, you were also entered for a chance to win a set of really cool buttons. You know what I didn't think about? You know, I think last night I was thinking, you know, I'm forgetting something. And I kind of was forgetting something. I don't know how I'm going to do these giveaways. I think I had Nightbot before. Give me a minute. Here we go. We'll just use a wheel decide. Yeah, that'll work. And that's 10 minutes up. So we're going to actually go ahead our first drawing for these pens. So we have Ingus, Minus, Rocks, and Hokos. So we're going to go ahead and spin. Good luck. And the winner is Hokos. Hokos, congratulations. You are getting a set of Pokemon and Stardew Valley buttons. Or pens, I should say. Yeah, buttons. Let me jot you down so I don't forget. And I will be reaching out at the end of the stream. Probably at the end tomorrow. Let me find everything. I had everything. Where did everything go? There we go. Yeah, there we go. Fantastic. So, Hokos, congratulations. I'll be reaching out and we'll get that figured out. Next up, we are already into our next prize incentive. We have the Old School RuneScape Rainbow Pride Socks. This is a $1 minimum entry. And that time starts now. You have 10 minutes to get in. It's a $1 minimum donation. Anyways, this is Omno. Omno is a fantastic game. Hey, Hokos. Yeah, congrats. Whoa, yeah. We're giving away a pair of socks because giving a single sock away would be criminal. It's so true. And yes, if you would like to donate directly to the Stonewall Community Foundation, just cut out the middleman. You can do that using the link that Cheesy just put in chat. Just something to note, donating directly to the charity, which is really cool, does not give you a chance to enter for any kind of prize or anything, because I don't have a way to monitor that. Look at those little frog guys. Ingus, $2. Thank you so much. You are entered for a chance to win the Old School RuneScape Pride Socks. Heed the call. Set out on your journey. Follow the path to the light. 250. Thank you for the 250. So Omno is a very, very good atmospheric 3D platformer. I would reckon it's more of a adventure game than a platformer, but it does have platform elements. So the donate to charity button asks for the first and last name. That doesn't go here, but it just, yeah, correct. I mean, if you have any kind of worries or unsure, just, you know, put a fake name, you know. Do Speeve and then Chunkus as your last. But yeah, as far as I know, yeah, it goes straight to, you know, charity. And before Speeve docs, yeah, feel free to use an alias. It's not gonna hurt anyone. Another classic Speeve docs, yeah. Jonas Mink, that's the one. Yeah, classic Speeve move. Welcome to Omno, man. The music in this game is reason enough to play it. The light. If you're familiar with games like Journey or Abzu, it's a game that has a story, but it's kind of open to interpretation. It doesn't handhold the story. Everything is up to your interpretation, which is really cool. There's little lore bits here and there, but nothing crazy. I think the only person I've ever doxed myself to is Stan, my greatest enemy. It's funny you say that, because I don't remember if you did. I wouldn't remembered. So there's a lot of really cool animals in this game. And each animal you can has some kind of an interaction with. And you get a journal entry as well. Loomy bees, they only light up in company, a symbol of companionship and unity. Loving the little shades that watch you. Yeah, the welcomes are really cool. Strange, ageless beings. Some say they're more plant than animal. I like the sounds that they make. I'm not sure if you heard it before. They like make these weird like clicking noises. Very cool. Alright, you have about 5 minutes to get in on the Pride Socks. Again, that is a $1 minimum donation to the Stonewall Community Foundation to get into that. So far we have Ingus. Again, Ingus, thank you so much for the $2.50. So to progress the game, you have to collect at least 3 little orbs. These little light orbs. There's more than just 3, so you definitely have some options. Turtles. Peaceful beings who prefer seclusion. Turtles are just me, honestly. And each location that we go to has this little, I like to call it like a just a meditation spot. I don't really know the actual term for it, but it gives you just kind of a lay of the land and everything looks really nice. Cute little turtles, yeah, really. Stop spooking the turtles. I had to get the little gems. I'm sorry. Here you can also see your progress and kind of a lay of the land, kind of like a map. Ingus's real name is Ingy. Stan totally told me. I did. It's true. With no memory of how my pilgrimage began, I feel all the closer to the light and the new world beyond the gate. Soon, I too will step through it. So again, we get little story bits here and there. Speeve, thank you so much for the 5. Big appreciated. You are also entered for a chance to win the Old School RuneScape Pride Socks. So once we get enough little crystals, we get a little speed boost, and we get to turn them in for another orb. Hello! Go away, me busy. Welcome in. How are you? Oh, that's Oog! Hi, Oog! I didn't know that was Oog. Hello, my friend. Good to see you, buddy. Thank you so much for stopping in. It's so good to see you. So just to talk about more about some of these prizes, some of them I don't have on me right now. So the old school RuneScape Pride stocks, there was some shipping issues. I imagine due to some tariffs. Jagex actually decided to turn off international shipping for a while. To my knowledge, that is back on. So some of these prizes will get to you later than expected, but they will get to you nonetheless. Oh, these little rock crabs. Big fan of the rock crabs. Yeah, Ingus did also offer to help, but I'm pretty sure the shipping's back up and running last time I checked. I seem to be alone on my way. Still, I leave these messages behind for those who may wish to follow. For myself, for my memories, if only the endless rain would stop. Rock crabs mentioned. Let's go. Yeah, that's the only reason I like this game, let's be honest. And along with all the cool stuff, there are puzzles. They're not super difficult. Some of them can be a little challenging, but for the most part, they're relatively simple. Ingy MVP. Why don't you just get a charter ship, Daniel? You know, I should do that. This game looks pretty, though. This game is gorgeous. It is by far one of my all-time favorite games. So, little story about this game. It was on Kickstarter, I think back in 2015 is when it first came on Kickstarter. And it was a Kickstarter project for probably, I don't know, 5 years. And I've been following it since basically the day it went on Kickstarter. And it's just, it did not disappoint. The wait was worth it. Also, while we're going through this transition, we have 1 minute left on the Pride stocks. That is a minimum $1 entry fee. Kickstarter games are such a coin toss. Yeah, I don't typically support a lot of Kickstarter games, but there have been a few that have been very worth it. Anyone have a link for mobile? What, for the stream? I think it would just be m.twitch.tv/impact, I think. Good to see this one. This one's very good. This one's very good. And just some of the places and the animals, the fauna, the flora, all that stuff. Just, oh, I love it. It's so great. Not for the donation button. Ooh, is it? Is there not a mobile donate button? Oh, that's no bueno. Okay, that really stinks. So unfortunately, you do have to be on PC then, which that's kind of booty. I'm so sorry for mobile viewers. So you've had to switch. Okay, that is lame. So that's just, I guess, a Twitch limitation. So here we get our first ability, which is dash. Just kind of helps us get around a little bit. Alright, the Pride stock entry time is over. I want to go ahead and just knock that out real quick. Let's go ahead and turn that off. And so we have Ingus and Speeve. Let me go ahead and pull this up for Ingus and Speeve. Oop. All right, there's a 50-50 chance. Good luck. winner is Speeve! Speeve, congratulations. You have a pair of old school RuneScape rainbow pride socks coming your way. I will message you after the stream and we'll get things squared away. Ingus, sorry, buddy. But that puts us right into our next donation incentive, which is the Hollow Knight and Stray sticker packs. Again, these are really cool stickers. I don't know how well you can see because of the glare. I'm so sorry. But a bunch of stickers. Very cool. That is a $5 minimum entry. If you want a chance for these cool stickers, $5 minimum entry starts now. I think I've seen the dash thing in RuneScape 3. You have. Kind of. The silence is astounding, save for the Altrax's call. I can delay no longer. The gate's light is calling me. Ingy, can I have them to make shipping so much easier? Ingy can have them? Okay. Well, thank you, Speeve. I'll put Ingus's name down for that. Ingus, congrats. You. So the next prize it's a set of stickers for the game Stray. And for Hollow Knight. There's like 5 sheets of stickers for the Hollow Knight set, which is crazy. And it is a $5 minimum entry. Don't pity me. Okay, I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. I'll message Speeve later about it. But if you ever have any questions on what is up for grabs right now, you can do ! prizes in chat to get a list of all the prizes. We put together a Canva page with all the donation milestones and entry fees for it. Look at these guys. Shoobs. Lively little beings that move as a pack. If left alone, they will weaken and eventually die. That's really sad, actually. I'll arm wrestle Speeve later. Yeah, good luck. Godspeed. Yeah, so there's a little Canva there. I'll show you all the prizes that we have. The only thing that it doesn't show is the giveaways that we'll be randomly doing throughout the day that don't require any kind of donation. So during the day, we'll be giving away, Humble Bundle keys and some other things so that are not there. And speaking of those Humble Bundle games, those were kindly gifted to us from Kurai. We have a bunch of things that will be given out thanks to Kurai. Ow. Flumes. Obsessed with anything that shines and glitters. They're like little barracudas. Haven't been on Steam since before I went to my work blockade 2 weeks ago. So just to give you an idea of what these Humble Bundle codes are going to be, we have, I think, 4 or 5 Warhammer games that we're going to be giving away in like a bundle. So that'll be really cool. The Tomb Raider series is going to be given away at some point. I think 1, 2, and 3. I forget. So, and again, those don't have any kind of donation goals. Those are just going to be given away to people in chat or randomly throughout the day. So just for being here. Oh, look at these little guys. Frumers. None too agile, but bearing enough stamina to fly over a continent without rest. Oh, there he goes. I'll claim and play this evening after the Guy Fawkes Night fireworks? What's that? So many great Warhammer games. Yeah, so I can give you an idea of what those are going to be. So that's going to be Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader, Bolt Gun, Dark Tide, Battle Sector, and Chaos Gate. Feels like only yesterday that people wandered these paths and crossed these bridges as I am now. The whispering winds and the canyons remind me of a time before the great departure and of a people in harmony with its creations. Cheesy with a $5 donation! Thank you so much, Cheesy. You are entered for a chance to win those cool stickers. And I should note before we continue, it needs to be a single entry fee. So what Cheesy just did, it was a $5 entry fee. He donated $5. It's exactly correct. If Cheesy would have done like 5 $1 donations, that would not have counted for the giveaway. Should have made that clear a little earlier, but figured we do that now. Guy Fawkes fella in the Middle Ages here in the UK decided to blow up Parliament. Wow. Wow, Cheesy. Thank you so much for the sub to the channel. I appreciate it. We're trying to work on getting emotes as well, so emotes will come in the future. We do have some follower emotes. They're just the generic Twitch ones, though. I found her, by the way. Yeah, thanks, dude, for the 2 months. Big appreciate, buddy. And again, just to kind of reiterate, subscriptions, bits directly to the stream will not go to the Stonewall Community Foundation just because it's a little more difficult to actually police. While subscriptions are greatly appreciated, they're not required. That also helps go funding other events in the future. I got another 5 minutes to get in on these stickers. Oh, I just realized, why is that weird now? Sorry. That puts us at $130. Wait, I think that might be another prize goal already, which is crazy. Y'all are insane. So now we celebrate that because yay governments. Fair. So this is one of those games where I did speedruns of them for a while. So I almost don't remember how to do it intended. So it may take me a minute to remember how to do some of these puzzles. How did I originally find this game? God, I don't even remember. I think I just saw an advertisement for the Kickstarter a long time ago. Yeah, it's not 100%. Let's see. Can I just climb it? I cannot. Yeah, so I saw the Kickstarter for it a long time ago. So I gotta move this guy over here. And I instantly fell in love with it. The aesthetics of the game was just right up my alley, and it's still right up my alley today. Like, I love how these kind of games look. Here we go. So normally, why I kind of struggled with that, normally in the game, when we're running it as like a speedrun, we skip all that. We have a way to like warp up those ledges, and I don't want to talk too much about that because this isn't a speedrun showcase, but just some cool things. There's another orb over there, but we're gonna pass it. It's fine. Oop. All right. So we're gonna see another one of the more larger creatures. So at the beginning of the game, we saw Mordula, which was a turtle. We're gonna be introduced to another larger creature. Love it. This is Altraxis. These ancient guardians linger in the Great Canyon's shadow, calling out to one another through the mist. Alright, we have another 1 minute left to get in on these stickers. Again, it's a $5 minimum donation. So far, cheesy is up for grabs. The draw distance is kind of impressive. It is, it is. A little Miss Quick, thank you so much for the Prime sub. Big appreciated. Give me 1 second. I forgot to put a filter on this mic. 1 second. Apologies. Add filter. Noise suppression. There we go. Boom. There. I hope you guys didn't hear like my fan this entire time. It should be better. I can grab cheesy. Nice. Yeah. Is that what I said? Yeah, $5 minimum donation. You can take home cheesy for yourself. Little Miss Quick, again, thank you so much for the Prime sub. We big appreciate it. Didn't take away from the stream. Okay, cool. I did not agree to this. It's okay. Oh my god, hold up. Gotta get in on the cheesy prize. Cheesy, it's okay. They don't know it's a block of cheese that they're getting. They're just gonna get in the mail like a block of cheddar. It's for the charity. Yeah, cheesy, exactly. Because now cheesy's in high demand. Alright, that's the 10 minutes done. So cheesy, you're taking home these dope stickers. And they're really cool. Like, they're genuinely really cool. Alright, we are at $130. We already unlocked our next prize incentive, which is the custom art piece from Sir Spriggan. If you have not seen Sir Spriggan, go to Blue Sky, check out their art. They do Paper Mario inspired art. They do a lot of RuneScape art in that style, but they do a lot of other things too. Sir Spriggan has offered to make a custom art piece for you. It is going to be a $5 minimum entry. You have 10 minutes starting now to get in on that. It is a single $5 donation. Sir Spriggan art. Yeah, Spriggan made something for me a couple years back too, and it was really cool. They made Trader Stan in their art style, and it's very cool. Spriggan's such a legend. I agree with that. Everyone should get on this. I agree with that too. It's really cool. It's a $5 minimum donation. And just to reiterate, it needs to be a single donation. I don't want there to be any kind of confusion behind that. Steve, thank you so much for the $5. You are entered to win that custom art piece from Sir Spriggan. New profile picture with my VTuber. Oh my god, that'd be so cool. And as far as I know, this was the conversation I had with Spriggan. It was a couple months ago. But as far as I know, Spriggan's gonna make it animated too. So if you have seen Spriggan's art, you know, it kind of walks and moves a little bit. So it's gonna be like a GIF as well. Yeah, do that. Link. I'm sure everyone here knows Spriggan, but yeah, do that. Rocks, thank you so much for the $6.96. You are also entered for a chance to get some Spriggan art. Oh my days, y'all. Thank you so much for the support. This is crazy. I didn't expect any of this so fast. So I guess we should talk about the goal. So right now it says the goal is 300. The goal is obviously, yes, 300, but there's a stretch goal of $1,000. I don't expect us to get anywhere near there. In fact, I low-key didn't expect us to get to like where we're at right now. You all are very generous. Thank you so much. But the goal is $300. If we get anything after that, it's just icing on the cake. Ingus with 501. Ingus, you are also entered for a chance to get some Spriggan art. Oh. Ingus, thank you so much for the support, buddy. I appreciate it. If I win, I will not use it for good. That worries me a little bit. If we don't hit all the goals, then Stan gets to keep the goodies, and we can't have them. I mean, I'll probably give them away. At some point, you know, in the future. The large animals in this game is fantastic. Yeah, I big time agree. Like, let's just look at these guys. Look how cool they are. Like, the antlers and the dudes in the air. Look how awesome. Like, this game is fantastic. I could spend hours glazing this. Indie Impact 2026? Maybe. We'll talk a little more about that tomorrow. Talk a little more about that tomorrow, because there are plans for things, but we'll talk a little more about that tomorrow evening. With knowledge of the light and the power it grants, the staff bearers becomes our leaders. I'll rest for just a moment longer, gather my breath, feel the wind on my face one last time. Alright, you got 5 more minutes to get in on this Spriggan. Well, I guess 6 minutes technically. $5 minimum entry. I've now added this game to my wish list. Definitely seems like a speed game. It's an everyone game. Everyone should try it. Everybody. It's definitely worth your time. And the cool thing about these showcases, we're gonna play each game for about an hour. So you're not gonna see like everything the game has to offer. So there's gonna be so much left for you to explore that you have not seen. Also, the games that we'll be showcasing today, I haven't played almost all of them. This game and the next game, and the last game of today are the only games I've played so far. So we'll be going in blind for most of the entries today and tomorrow. What was that, number 3? Yeah. Like, the moving from sitting to standing was super realistic. Yeah, and this was all developed by one guy. This wasn't a team of indie devs, this was one independent developer. Granted, it took them several years, understandably, to get it out. Because of that, but he did a really good job, and he's working on another game, which I'm also very excited about. I cannot wait. Heart was definitely put into this. 100% agree with you. Absolutely. This man had one job and he succeeded at it. Absolutely. 100%. 100%. Time doesn't matter so much when it's one person, and this is what they did. Yeah, I agree with that. I think that's the same with most indie games, though. Like, obviously time does matter on most games, right? But if you're not like a AAA studio, you don't have as many time constraints, I feel. Until you get to, like, close to launch, of course. So I imagine is a stressful time for most developers. Oh, I need to bring one of those guys over here. I make that jump? I don't forget how to solve this. Let's see. Can I just make the jump? Surely. Not. Now. So I'm so used to doing like a skip for this. Let me see. Does this do anything? Hang on. Jump dash? Unfortunately, can't do that. Let's see. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna cheat a little bit. See if we can get this to work again. So it's a thing you can do. It's really cool. Oh, dang it. Alright, we got another minute left. $5 entry for the Sir Spriggan art. I think that's enough. That should be fine. Alright, it's been a few years since I've done this, so I'm probably not gonna get it. There's a way to like... no. Alright, let's just figure out the puzzle. I ruined it, I'm so sorry. Trying to find cheese. Yeah, so there's a way, so the 3D polygons in this game are a little weird sometimes, and there's a way you can basically climb onto a ledge that doesn't exist there while holding the orb. I just don't remember how to get to this ledge. And it's probably something really stupid. I'm sure I'm overthinking it. Can I just climb it? Oh my god, I can. I can just literally... There's no way I can make that. What? No way. There's no way I make that. How do I make that? The time is up. Okay. So it was... Who was it again? It was Speeve. It was Ingus, Speeve, and Rox. Ingus, Speeve, and Rox. Good luck. And the winner... Oh my god, I can't believe this. The winner's Ingus! Ingus, congratulations. You have yourself your very own Sir Spriggan art. Congrats, it's awesome, dude. I'll message you towards after the stream tonight or tomorrow, one of these days, and we'll get that situated. Now, we are again at another prize incentive mitt, which have the Pizza Tower Brick the Rat pin, as I showed you a little earlier. It's a cute little guy. It's a pretty big pin for, you know, just for a rat. He's a good little guy. This is Brick the Rat from the game Pizza Tower. This is also a $5 minimum entry. So if you want a chance to win the Pizza Tower Brick the Rat pin, you have 10 minutes starting now. $5 minimum entry. I guess again, congrats. Now, while that's going, I want to figure out this puzzle. Because I know I'm missing something. So I can't dash. Poor Sprig having to make my mad dreams come to life. I'm sure it'll be fine. Wait, I might just be dummy. I might be a dumb... Nope, I'm not. I definitely need to get right here. Oh, no, I am dumb. Hang on. Thoughts and prayers to Sprig. I'll leave that right there. Right. Elevators. Elevators. Rox, thank you so much for the $5 you were entered to win the Brick the Rat pen. And I gotta say, it's a really good quality pen. If you're a pen collector, or if you like pens, it's a solid quality. And that's the same for the other pens as well. And I should say, if you're a fan of pens, I have a friend. Their name is Spunky. They make pens. We're going to be giving away a set of Spunky pens, and they're really, really cool. It's not going to be locked behind any kind of donations. We just randomly throughout the day. Here is a cool Kirby pen. Kirby's like a pie or something. This is a glow-in-the-dark cat ghost. They're latched onto like a glow stick. Very cool. Here's just a cute little dumb dog. Little rabbit dog. I don't know. It's weird. I'm not even sure what this is. It's like a dog with a chainsaw coming out of it. No idea what that's. I'm not sure if that's like a reference or something. If you're a fan of Capybara, I got you covered with this cool Capybara pen. It's got a little orange on its head. Very cool. Good cheater from Chainsaw Man. Okay, that makes sense. And then the last one, it's just a cool little guy inside a coconut, just vibing. So again, sometime today, we'll be giving these away. It's from my buddy Spunky Raccoon. They make a lot of really cool stuff. They're a really great artist. Big fan. Donation goal broke again. I'm so sorry. Thanks for catching that up. Anyways. 8 minutes, $5 minimum donation to get in on the Brick the Rat enamel pen. So darn cute. Yeah, I love them so much. And again, that's not going to be locked behind any kind of a donation, so everybody in chat will have a chance to take that home. And it's the full set too. You'll get that full set. So look forward to that later on today. Stan the Rat pen. I was waiting for that. Stan the Rat. Stan the Rat shaker. Hit another milestone. We did! Oh my god, we're at $152. You guys are crazy. Y'all are insane. We're already halfway to like the actual goal that I set. This is bonkers, y'all. Thank you so much for the generous support. So what does it put us at? Hang on, so 150. We have the Be Gay to Do Crimes display poster. Awesome, that's a really cool poster. If you're not aware of what display it is, I have one here. So this is a display I've gotten a long time ago. It's the buy release poster. It's metal, like they're high quality posters. They're magnetic. You get a magnetic strip that you get to put on your wall. Easy to mount, easy to put on and take off and move. Oh, now it's crooked. I'll have to fix that later. But they're very good quality posters. Should have put a higher donation goal? Well, $1,000 is our stretch goal. Would it come with a magnet? Yes. Yeah, the posters come with everything you need to mount them. The only thing that you need to do is, clean the surface. You put a protective layer on the wall. And again, that comes with the poster. And then you put the magnet. And it's easy to move if you want to move it. It's easy to mount, dismount, all that good stuff. All right, we got 5 more minutes for the Brick the Rat enamel pen. $5 minimum entry. Get in on that. Let yourself be carried. The new world awaits. So we then unlock another skill. This is probably my favorite skill. It's called Surf. And it's literally that. Yep, the imager should show you the schedule. Surf sounds like a mini game to me. This guy. Somebody ban this guy. Can I mute myself? No. You're fine. Music is so good. The music alone should be a reason you should play this game. The entire soundtrack is just riddled with bangers after banger. And again, the person who made the music was just one guy. One guy made the game, one guy made the music. Oh, here we go, jump! Do a flip! Oh, the flop. Nailed the landing. It's a very trader stand landing. Welcome to Saggy Valley. Aesthetically, this is probably one of my favorite levels. Just the snow looks really cool, and all these big mammoth-sized animals. Like, how neat are these guys? Look at these. My Boris. The Great Cold does not seem to affect them any more than food shortages. Like, oh, so cool. He looks like a Boris. Honestly does. And then we have these little guys, these little bulbas. Alright, there's at least one more animal I want to show you guys before we wrap things up for Omno. And I hope we can get there in time. Also, you have another 2 minutes to get on the Brick the Rat and Nail Pin. So far, I believe it's just Rox who's in on it. Do a flip! Thank you for that. That was too good. That was really funny. I got 1 minute left. Forgot to dash. Yo, Cuddler! Welcome to Indie Impact 2025! So great to see you, buddy. We are checking out the game Omno. We're about to go to our next game called Big Hops. A lot of you already know Big Hops. It's the frog game we played a little earlier this year, but the beta is out, so there's going to be a little more content to take a look at. Alright, the 10 minutes is up for the current giveaway, and I believe it was just Rox. Let me just make sure we do... Just make sure I look. Yeah, looks like it was just Rox. So Rox, congratulations, you get the Brick the Rat Enamel Pen. Which puts us into our next prize incentive, the Be Gay, Do Crimes displate poster. And again, just to reiterate, displate posters, they're metal posters. They go onto your wall by magnets. They're very good quality. This is just my by-release poster I have. I don't have the Be Gay, Do Crimes display on me, but if you want to take a look, exclamation mark prizes in chat, you'll see what that looks like. It's a goose with a knife with Be Gay 2 Crimes on it. That time starts now. That is a $5 minimum entry for that prize. Frog game? Yeah, Big Hops is really good. Heather, you might like that game. There's a demo on Steam. We'll talk a little more about it once we get there, but it's very good. And we'll be jumping over to that, no pun intended, here in just a little bit. The staff bearers formed our world, knowing they had yet to attain the highest forms of the light, the true light. I'm driven towards the answers by the relentless cold. Don't lie, pun was fully intended. It was. Untitled Goose Game Goose. Yeah, I think it is, isn't it? Pretty sure it is, at least. Is that number 3? Is that number 2? It's number 2. Alright, we're gonna get this last orb here. Because there's one more animal I want to show you guys before we go to the next game. Untitled Goose Game is great. Untitled Goose Game is fantastic. And if you didn't know, Untitled Goose Game has multiplayer where you can play with friends, and it's so much fun. Oh, there's a guy over here I want to show you. I believe it's over here. I could be mistaken. I might be mistaken. Yeah, I am. Okay. Just kidding, I guess. Pizza possums? Oh my god, that sounds hilarious. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is just a light puzzle. So like I mentioned before, there are various puzzles in the game. They're not too difficult. There's one coming up in the next level that's kind of difficult. That's probably the only one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Game is gorgeous. This is called Omno. This was created by a single developer. His name is Jason Mack, and I think he lives in Germany. I forget now. But it was created by one man, and it was also the music was done by one guy. Hello, Connor. Welcome in. Speed, coming in with a $5 donation. Thank you so much. I already missed the start of the puzzle. We're gonna find. Steve, you were entered for a chance to win the Be Gay Do Crimes display poster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Again, that is a $5 minimum donation for the Be Gay Do Crimes display poster. You have about 6 minutes to get in on that. Cutler forced me to come, but now I see I'll stay. Dude, thank you so much for coming out and staying. So, if anyone's new here, just to kind of fill you in on what Indie Infect is, this is a 2-day charity live stream event, 12 hours each day, where we are showcasing a bunch of really cool indie games that have been created within the last year, caveat being this game, while also raising money for the Stonewall Community Foundation. Alright, this is the last animal I wanted to show before we jump to the next game. Look how cool these guys are. Look how cool they are, man. Oh. Mead Jewel. The appearance of this rare being is considered a herald of better times. I hope so.